So it's like your vision gives you that X marks the spot. And luckily, we've got a map for you showing you how to get there. And I'm going to show you what that map looks like right now. So this is creating clarity on the journey from here to there. Instead of it being fuzzy, we're just going to show you exactly what that looks like. And the first one is a question mark. See, I remember the shapes, right? But the first one is the question mark. The question mark is basically saying who we're doing this for and why. Who we're doing this for and why is the first step in creating a successful program. The next one is a symbol that looks a bit like a hashtag, but this is basically saying, what's the pathway? How are people actually going to get this course? And that's where we've started to look at things like the course DNA and the client journey. And there's a few other bits and pieces in there as well that really help to make that clear. But that's the idea. It's like, who and why are we making this? And then how is the course going to fulfill that need? And then the third component of this step to success is format. Format helps to make sure that the pathway, the DNA, the journey that we want to create for people actually connects. It's a great way to design the course structure overall and individual lessons to make sure that we're able to actually pass that through to people. The next steps are beneath this middle line. The next steps are, number one, is delivery. It's actually making sure that this course is delivered to people. That can look different depending on what type of course it is. But basically, this can be a login to a portal or a series of videos, or it can be a whole community with groups and engagement back and forth and online Zoom calls, or sometimes it can have in-person components if you're doing hybrid stuff. But whatever that is actually going to look like, you're going to have to actually give this course to clients when they sign up, right? The participants need to be able to participate. That's what delivery is. Next one is marketing. So we draw this symbol like this. That means marketing. How do we actually get new people to see that this course exists and then love it so much, know that it's going to solve their problems, that they're happy to do the final one, which is sales. So sales is where we start to actually get people coming in. That's the sales. This is where the rubber hits the road. Quite honestly, if you can't make sales and get money coming through, all the rest of it will come to a halt at some point. Sales is the lifeblood of any business. Without the blood, all the other organs fail, right? You need to be able to make sales at some point. And although it's last on the list, it shouldn't be the last thing you consider, because if you wait until right at the end and then you have trouble with this, you might run out of money along the way. You know, you might run out of blood before you've even got the living thing happening. So we kind of look at this, and if you notice what's going on here, it's like everything above this line is stuff that you really only need to do once. This is the actual creation of the course, deciding who and why, making that pathway, that journey really clear, and then designing the actual lessons, recording them, all that kind of stuff. That only needs to be done once. That's like a one-off or a very occasional thing. Whereas the opposite is true down here. Delivering this to people, doing the marketing, doing the sales, this is happening all the time. This is your life now. If you've got a course and you want to make this really successful, especially if your vision is big, you do all the work of creating it just the once, you've got it there. Now your life is giving it to people, doing the marketing, doing the sales. Idea is that these things that are the ongoing activities are way more leveraged than it will be if you're doing one-on-one time for money programs. And that's the beauty of this. And that's what I want you to be looking at as your journey over this next 12 months, is there will be some time and effort invested into the above the line stuff. And then they'll be learning how to systemize and create a regular pattern of delivery, marketing, and sales to make this really, really work.